It be a lot of that too. Them big kids, and you be thinking he could mop the floor with everybody. He just
So,
soft.
Getting his ass
He
demolished
be
over that
mad,
bitch.
boy. He like, damn,
Getting
man.
his ass demolished.
But he look like he can push us off the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
Little League, the biggest thing is the line coaching.
Yeah.
You can't
That's
coach the
what we said.
O-line, you gonna lose.
Yeah, you ain't
I
got
don't
no beef.
I don't
Okay.
care who you got running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You win some games, but when you come to like that championship game, when you get to them playoffs, where you got teams, if you don't got no real line coach and they don't know blocking schemes or how to even block, you know what I mean, to the whistle or lock on, they just pushing. Cause that's what a lot of kids they allowed to do that.
Push, yeah.
They'll come push and let them go.
Mhm.
Kid will get pushed back, come around, and make the play.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
That O-line coach, he can't coach. He just out there.
You gotta block somebody.
Destroying them.
Yeah.
Like, that's because you're
You
not
ain't
teaching
get no
them.
coaching.
Like we ain't really like thinking back, we ain't really have a lot of like good coaches in terms of X and O's. Like you had a coach that was good for motivation. You might have had a coach that knew X and O's. But by and large, it was only like maybe two.
Yeah, but that, like you said, also the talent was so.
The
much.
talent was
They
was-
dispersed around.
yeah,
Like,
true.
yeah.
like
Yeah.
you knew that Bethlehem had this squad,
Mhm.
Laurel had
Had
this
this-
squad,
yeah, yeah,
Glen
yeah.
Lee had this squad, Chamo got that squad.
Right.
But now it's like, if you gotta see Glen Lee, but just hope you ain't gotta see nobody past 12.
Right.
It's like the Hurricanes. You don't want to see they 12 or they 14.
Mhm.
But everybody else, yeah, I want to see them.
Right, okay.
The Falcons, you just don't want to see their 12. You just know, like certain teams
Certain
you don't want to
teams
see.
you don't want to see. Yeah.
Like, I can remember like Little League, you could count like whoever was like that midget junior level, you already knew in 5 years, like that's gonna be the best high school team. Whatever that be,
Whatever that
was,
school
like, that's
system
gonna be the
was.
high school team.
Mhm.
That's gonna be good.
So I know, you know what I'm saying, we was talking and you brought up a thing about parenting. So what do you like, what is your thing when it comes to parenting? Like, do you think the parents need to be more involved or like less involved or?
I think, all right, with the parenting, I think it's just with football, if you want your kid to be great, you really put in, you got to do it just like school.
Mhm.
You know, it starts at home. You
Mhm.
know,
Facts.
take your time, put it into your child. And if they want to be really good and you want your kid to be good, take them out to the field. Hire a trainer if you don't know how to train your kid. You know, me personally, I train my son, but I also allow other people to train my son because I can't
It might be
always
something
his
that you
coach.
don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
And
yeah,
things
yeah.
that I will miss too, but I
Mhm.
can't always be his coach, and I don't want him only to be able to follow under my whistle.
Right.
You
right,
know,
right,
I need
right,
him
right.
to grow because you know if he's gonna be where he wants to be at, you know, and elevating the game, I ain't gonna be able to be his coach.
Mhm.
It would be nice.
It'd be nice. Yeah,
And
right,
me,
right, right.
If I'm stamped like that and I can do that, but theoretically, being realistic, it's impossible. So I think that it starts at home. You know,
Shout out to trainers too, man.
yeah, we
I
got
love seeing trainers, man. That it helps.
Ones that know what they doing though. We gonna
Yeah,
shout them
yeah.
out.
Yeah,
That's big.
KJ04, I know he does real good with these receivers, and a lot of these kids helping develop them, helping them get into the league. You know, he does a lot of good work as well.
Okay.
For sure, trainers for sure. He's the most man.
What's your thoughts?
Like Coach said, it starts at home. But you also need to understand, like, if you go into one of these teams that's stacked and you know they competing for that national level, if your son or your daughter not built like that, do not sign little Timmy to play over there and expect him to get in the game.
I'm gonna rip your head off.
He's not built like that. These teams are built to, they built for nationals. They built to beat up, like Coach running the 757. They built to beat up on Nova. They built to beat up on Maryland. It's nothing wrong with understanding that, staying in your lane and like signing a little Timmy up to play Metro or E2E or something like that. I mean, E2E do nationals too.
Do
but
y'all let them stay upset or do y'all one-on-one with the parents? Would y'all have a one-on-one?
I have talked to a parent and just let them know, like, you know, I'm going to keep working with your kid,
Yeah.
but realistically, like, I know you want your kid to be a quarterback, but he can't even remember the plays.
Okay.
I put a kid out there, his dad said, I mean, he had a decent arm, but I tell him to play, I go out there and I'm like, yo, that's not the play I ran. And the receiver tell me, well, he just told me to run a fly pattern and he was going to throw it to me. I was like, that's the play he called? He's like, yeah, that's the play he called. I was like, yeah, he ain't quarterbacking no
He
more.
ain't quarterback
Yeah.
material.
That is big too. Also, when they ask, parents is asking why my kid ain't getting in the game, things like that. You know, and it's because you watching them in practice, you bring them to practice. A lot of some parents just come drop them off. We babysitters for 2 hours.
Yeah, facts.
They're
That's a
dropping them
fact.
off,
That's a
no
fact.
water,
That's a
missing their earpiece out their helmet.
Not even having a helmet.
No mouthpiece.
No mouthpiece.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Parent going. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's a different story. But you mean when they watch them, you know your kid, you know, if they not paying attention, they not focusing, and you're not driving them at home, because that starts at home. You know, if your kid can't pay attention, I know he ain't parents in practice. I know he ain't paying attention at home. I know he ain't paying attention in school. You know, it's just that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? So when you have my parents and you're at practice and you see your kid, he doing something also, everybody doing something, or he always doing up downs, or he always hitting other kids and stuff like that, and you wonder why he not getting in the game. You see it, don't ask us why.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
see it.
you see it.
You know
You
it.
see
Like,
it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and we there to coach however many kids we got on the roster, something 30 kids on the roster. I don't got time to always pull your kid to the side because they don't want to listen, because they don't want to do that. I can't do that all the
Can't
time.
do that
It's
all the time.
unfair to the rest of the kids that is paying attention, that want to get better, that's listening and doing right. So you know, if you want your kid to get better, I suggest at home you start parenting them better, you know, doing better. And like I said before, you want them to be great at something, give them that extra help. You know what I mean? That's how you become great.
I got a question for you though. Hey, yo, have you seen like it done got more stressful now that they stopped that cap on registration? Remember, it used to be like 25 kids per team,
Yeah.
and now like you said, you got 30 some kids, some teams 35 kids. Like my spring season, my 12U team, I had 35 kids.
Yeah.
It's impossible to get 35 kids in the game.
It is.
Yeah.
Then I'm getting yelled at, and I'm like, look, I'm trying, but like you said, if little Timmy don't even want to play football,
They really don't want to play
yeah,
football.
like how am I gonna get him in the
I'm
game?
gonna get him in the
I
game.
put him in the game, and he running the other way, or he getting leveled, and I'm worried that, bro,
He gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the parents forcing them to play football. Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
with I'm glad you brought that with the cap thing up. Like with the weight, now that, you know what I'm saying, in Little League now, it could just be age limit. There ain't no weight limit no more like how it used to be back in the day where you had to be in between, you know, 110 and 115 or 120 or whatever for a certain age group. Now you could just be 13 and be 280.
Right.
Like, do y'all think that plays a factor in how Little League is looked at or Little League is played today?
I think with that back then, you would have age limits different versus weight, you know, and it's a big age gap between a 6-year-old and an 8-year. I'm talking about like this comprehensive.
Comprehensive.
gap.
Oh, yeah,
And-
absolutely.
And moving, it's a big gap. So if we were to just do all weight, you know, my son's 8, but my son is 115 pounds. He would have to play with 10-year-olds, you know, so because he's the same size as
same
the
size.
10-year-olds. So, but that everything clicks different between an 8 and a 10-year-old. You know, they understand the game a lot more. They
True.
thinking different. You know,
True.
they may be coming to really kill, take a helmet off. As far as my son, just really getting into it. You know what I'm saying? They're more advanced. So I think that is it. I think that does come into play. So I think it is better to have just with the age.
Just with the age and the okay. You feel the same way?
No, man, I'm a proponent of going back to how it used to be.
Okay,
That's what
okay,
it is, bro.
okay.
Like he said, his son's a big kid, but it used to be like 5 and 6-year-olds play together. 5-year-olds could be a certain any type of weight. 6-year-olds you
Had to be a certain
weight,
yeah.
but then you had to move up.
Right.
7 and 8-year-olds play together. But I think the weights usually, like you said, 115.
Yeah, he
I think
115.
like your son could still be in the age group. It was like
It
for
was
like,
like
truly
115, like
truly humongous.
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
It was like kids like me growing up.
Right.
Like I always had to move up because I was always over by like 10 pounds.
Mhm.
Every year I move up, the people would be like, "Nah, you gotta go to midgets." Why? You fat.
Yeah.
Well, think about the development way there too, because sometimes you can hold. Because I could have, even my son played 6U, they wanted him to be 7U. I'm like, nah, I'll let him stay here at 6U because he just turned 6. He don't turn 7 till later. He already played a 6-year season, but I want him to dominate and build his aura of his game. Like, ooh, I'm like that for real. So then when he continues to go up, he already is feeling like he's like that, you know,
Yeah.
instead of just moving him up when he's still feeling all right, and then he moves up and he's just still
And then that's
all right.
confidence,
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
ah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So
Okay.
that a little bit too, because you sometimes, you know, just like, you know, claiming your fifth year senior.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They hold you down just because you good
You're
enough,
good enough.
but you will be great
Mm-hmm.
if you with another year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I like that aspect too. You know, being able to just hold them down and keep them right where they're supposed to be with their age group. You know what I mean? No matter what, I like that.
Okay.
It's 6U was tackle football.
Now it is.
Now it is.
It used to be
Back
flag
in the day, it used to be
Yeah, I was
flag.
about to say, yeah.
Yeah, if I say back in the day, it used to be flag.
We did flag 6 and we did tackle 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was the first year they let us hit.
I'm glad he said he had to move up because he was fat. That's what I had to do. I had to keep dealing with that, man. I'm playing with these old dudes. I barely know football. You a big dude, you get in there. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
right.
God,
He
bro.
barely knew what he was going
Right.
on.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
running around in that summer heat with that trash bag on, trying to cut weight.
Cut weight. Yeah. Mo, you had a question too.
Oh yeah, morale. How y'all deal with morale? Y'all down 2 touchdowns. All y'all kids drop their shoulders and helmets. How can you coach them back into the game? What's y'all best strategies?
Good question.
Do you like lose morale or
Oh, ain't no giving up.
okay?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, shoot. I used last spring. I coached the Bears. We were down 19-0 going in the half against the Hurricanes.
Mhm.
Came back out. Kids still holding their head down. Hurricanes got up 2 more touchdowns. Oh, we keep it coaching. Y'all not gonna give up. Like put your helmet back on. Let's roll. Like, hey, we not quitting. We not stopping this game. I don't give a damn if we down by 70. We're gonna keep playing because that's this life.
Right.
Just because you getting kicked in the mouth, you can't just give
Can't
up.
just give up.
You gotta keep fighting, and that's a problem. A lot of these kids, you know, they get kicked in the mouth and they just stay down.
Right.
They don't understand because they never faced adversity. They'd have been on stacked teams or, you know, teachers just passing them through life, and now that you facing adversity, it's like, what do I do? What do I do?
Or online. Or if you're online. Or
Yeah,
playing video.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if they went outside, like if you went outside a little bit, like you gonna lose a game. You know, playing in the neighborhood. They don't do that no more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like playing with man shit, you could be down 2 touchdowns and just quit on nigga like, I'm
Connection,
out of here.
connection.
I'm out of here,
Connection.
nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely feel you with that. I definitely feel
Yeah,
you
you
with
can't give up. I seen T-Man, a kid was bawling crying. Whatever T-Man said to him, he made the next play.
that. Mm-hmm.
But he was just crying. So it's like you can't give up. Because you never know what'll happen.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely big for morale, you feel me? Another example with my team, you know, we don't lose. So if a team, we don't lose, we really don't give up a lot of touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? We end a lot of
That's a fact.
games, 40 donut, 35 donut, 20 donut, 6 donut, whatever how it is. But the moment the team score on us, our kids is like, what's going
What's
on?
going on?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have 2 or 3 of them ready to start crying,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because they think we ready to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So it really is big. I mean, it's a big thing. You feel me? Even on teams that lose every game, keeping their heads up, keeping them in the game, keeping them on the fight. So that is definitely big. I mean, and very important. Like I said, we don't give up. We don't coach that at all. There ain't no giving up.
Right.
You know, if you see a wall, you go through it.
Mm-hmm.
You find out what's on the other side. You feel me? That's just gonna make you a better player, a better person. I mean, across the board. You
So
an adult.
So let's like keep it right there just for a second. All right, so let's say like you in the 4th quarter, you down 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Do you as the coach want to call that huddle to bring it up, or would you like one of your star players to call that huddle to get the team, you know what I'm saying, to get the team, to get the team involved?
So at the level I'm at right now, I need to bring it to them because you feel me. I'm a coach. You feel me? I'm a coach for a reason. I've been through it.
Right.
So, but you feel me? When I'm coaching my pros, in the arena, I do want
My
somebody
captain
to come
or
through.
whatever. Okay.
For sure, I want him to be able to do that. Of course, you feel me. And if I don't feel like it was done enough, you feel me, or they ain't getting the point,
Then
I
I'm-
definitely need to. I definitely want to do it. But
Yeah.
you want that type of leadership when you coaching like that. You feel me? That's how they do it in the pros. You do it in high school. You'll have a leader. You know what I'm saying? College, you'll definitely have multiple leaders on the team and team captains. But at this age level, they still learning and developing. They still learning how to be leaders.
Right.
We're breeding leaders and
Right.
teaching them how to be leaders. You know what I'm saying? So I need to give them those words of encouragement. Like, look, we need to go here and run through his face. You know, I don't care how big he is or how fast he is. You know, he bleeds just like you do.
Right.
Last play. Johnny, didn't you knock him on his ass? Yeah. Everybody can be knocking him on his ass. You just gotta want him more than he does. You know what I mean?
Got you. Got you. You got a question?
No question. Dude. I'm listening.
I got a question.
Yeah. So what's your question?
I need a situation. I need y'all worst situation ever. When whatever happened, it made y'all want to quit.
The
Name
worst
one
situation.
situation in y'all coaching career, y'all was like, man, I don't want to do this no more.
Coaching career or playing
In
career?
their coaching career.
I can't
You
say
can't
I
name
got one.
nothing.
I'm a football player, man. I play football.
I ain't
man.
saying you was quitting.
But I'm saying that's what type of coach I am. Is the type of player I was.
Okay.
You know, even me, I would never quit. So
Okay.
and I love the game and I love the kids. You know, so I don't ever want to quit. I'm frustrated, yeah. You know, there's things I may want to say,
Right.
but nah, I never want to quit. I never want to stop coaching because
They want one play that made you want to
want to
throw your shoe across the field.
at the ref, yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, every game, yeah, you want to get at
He
the
said
ref,
every
for
game.
sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, because you feel me, like I said, you know, I mainly coach on the kid level, so they're not perfect. You know, they still growing, they still learning. I
Okay.
can't be extremely mad if they done messed up because they're 8 years old. They're gonna
Yeah.
mess up. He's still learning, you know. So I can't be super mad. I want to tell them exactly what they did wrong. You know, we can work on it in practice, but I need you to go get after it and give me that play back now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You?
Shoot, I can say my 12U year. Cause 12U spring, I was at the Chargers. So you know, I've been in the chamber my whole life. They didn't know if I was coming back or not. I told them I was coming back, but they ended up giving my 12U head coaching job to somebody else. But like you said, I'm a ride with my kids. It don't matter if I'm the head coach. It's about the kids. So I went, you know, but I lost a lot of kids because kids ain't want to play for that coach.
Fact.
And so, you know, the kids I could talk, I'm like, yo, I'm still here. Like, we still ride. Da, da, da. So, you know, but that coach, I understood why they didn't want to play for him. Like, bro, we was running the wishbone offense. Ain't nobody ran the wishbone offense in the Aces. We was running the wishbone offense.
Man.
Hell, defense, we was stacking the box up with 6. We was stacking 6 down linemen.
So y'all playing a
Oh, my
6-2?
Yes, 6'2". So once you get past that front,
It's a wrap.
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
We
And-
ran this
to the
6-2
crib.
all last year.
It's a wrap.
But see, like you got the
But you got
younger
the talent
They
for
too
that
many-
though. It's yeah.
And
I
they
feel
younger
them.
too.
And they too
So
many-
they ain't throwing. They ain't gonna throw the ball.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I
You
feel
can't
that.
run any other than that league that age.
Yeah, I
like
feel
said,
that.
and that joint, it pissed me off, and I'm you know, I'm trying to tell the coach, I'm like, yo, this player need to go here, that player, and he like, yeah, all right. Never listened to
Never
him.
listened.
I guess because he was older, and I guess he thought he had it. I'm like, bro, we're steady losing because you just won't listen to me. Like I'm telling you, I'm not yelling at you on the sidelines. I'm not showing you in front of kids. Like I'll just have it like, yo, coach, like my son. I'm like, yo, he put him at center. He like, no, I don't want him at center. I want him to tackle. Bro, we can't get the snap ball.
Right.
He can snap the ball.
Snap the
Like,
ball.
Starts with the
Starts with
ball.
Starts with the snap.
Facts.
but he athletic. I need a tackle. I said, bro, we need somebody to put the A gap.
Like the tackle ain't gonna matter if the ball ain't snap right, bro. Like
He thinking like higher level.
Yeah.
Tackle is where you want that athlete.
Yeah.
You thinking about we can't even run the play.
Yeah, like, we can't get the snap off.
we gotta get the snap off. That's crazy. Oh shit, I got one of those myself when I was coaching for Randolph. Just getting the kids there, it was like, bro, do I really want to do this shit again? Like, we had to buy a couple of the coaches. We bought a van. We would go pick the kids up, make sure they got to practice. They would spend the night at one of the coaches' house the Friday night before just to make sure they got to the game. It was like that type of, you know what I'm saying, going to pick them up and just not seeing none of the parents on the sideline, like ever. Like, I've never met most of the kids that I coached for 3 years at Randolph. I never met their mom or dad.
Crazy.
Like, never.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think my best athlete was my running back Devontae, and he went to John Marshall. I never met his mom or his dad.
I'm gonna tell you that y'all meant the world to them kids.
Oh yeah, I still talk to him.
Yeah,
I still talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Like we still communicate or whatever. It's like I never met their parents though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that type of thing, it made me like, damn, bro, do I really want to keep doing this shit? But it also fueled me to be like, nah, he probably need me to. You know what I'm saying? I can't give up on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that definitely was probably one of my moments. Like, damn, bro, I don't know, but it definitely made me want to. You know what I'm saying? Stick it out for sure. For sure. So I know you play arena. I know you played a little bit of college ball too as well. Do y'all got one play in your mind, or two plays that like you will never forget that ever happened to you? I know you played too. So do you got some?
I don't have just single plays. Like
Do you got like okay? So do you got a game that you probably like went off that you'll never forget?
I'm all about winning, like in everything in life. So I can only remember the championships.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's all I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a lot of it is like the individual plays. It's a blur.
Mm-hmm.
But just that winning, like that last play when it's over and we the champs.
Yeah,
like that's what I remember.
That's what you remember.
You know?
Okay. Blood.
I got plays, games. I don't play so much, you know. So I do got.
What was the most
What's
spectacular?
the most joint that you
What's
like?
your favorite?
You're like if your son was to come to you like, Dad, what was the best play you ever made? Like what's that story what's that play that you gonna sit down and tell him, bro, son,
Right.
this is what I did.
Probably like one of my favorite plays is, you know, I got a pick to the crib for 106 yards, you know, right at the end of halftime. That is on YouTube.
At the end of halftime.
Yeah, at the end of halftime, I mean, the clock off. They in the red zone trying to score. They on like the 5-yard line. I picked it, took it to the house.
You picked it.
Took it to the house. You mean it was a crucial pick?
Where the ball was placed at? You was in the.
So the play is funny is because you mean I really didn't get tried that much. You know, I was a pretty good corner. So they went 4 wide on us in the red zone, and my homie was playing the nickel, and he was playing the fast receiver. I'm like, yo, don't let him go. I know they might want to go to him. You know what I'm saying? I might play up on him. So you feel me? They snapped the ball. I'm paying attention when I see, but I got him. He's standing right here, and I'm looking, and my homie, he just drifts back, and I see that receiver sitting right there wide open. I look at the quarterback, and he winding back. So I'm like, oh, hell nah, fuck that. I just jumped in front of him as soon as he threw it, jumped it, caught it. I was so far in when I caught it, all I see is nothing but other jerseys.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what made me do it, but it was just an instinct reaction. I put my foot in the ground, spun around. 2 dudes hit themselves. I caught outside, looked left, right. I'm scot-free.
Out of here. Crib.
And that was at like the 5 when I looked. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm out.
Oh, so you danced on somebody in the end zone.
Yeah, I took it all the way
After
to
you
the crib.
caught it.
Yeah, all the way to the crib. Yeah. I was so damn tired, and I just started playing again too. I was so damn tired and everything. All I could do was just flipping that bitch. I think I did a summer song.
Madden.
That's all right. Yeah, that's all right. I know you got one?
Well, the most memorable moment had to be Little League.
Mm-hmm.
Only because Coach Tucker is no longer here. Coach Ed is no longer here. But this was our last year juniors. We played, and you remember the Shriners Bowl?
Shriners Bowl. Mm-hmm.
All right, so that was at U of R.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that was big time before, like, kids going, traveling other places, you know, to get to play at a college stadium.
Right, yeah.
You know, we battled the whole time with the Chesterfield Giants, and I think the score was maybe 14-14. Had like 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And the whole season, I had been begging them to let me play tight end. And they was like, no, you can play tight end if you run every practice and you do extra drills after practice.
So you did it.
I did it because I wanted to play tight end. Like, bro, I'm like, yo, like it ain't just a kid. It ain't just kids from Essex Village that can run and catch. Like, bro, like I can catch the football. He's like, nah, you a lineman. So, our tight end David ended up getting hurt, so we didn't have any more tight ends. So he finally let me go to tight end, and man, we maybe at the 10-yard line. I just ran a go route. literally just running wide open down the middle. Nobody's paying me attention. Because it like,
This nigga ain't gonna do nothing.
this fat boy wearing number 55 ain't fitting this out there.
Definitely not
Definitely not taking that right. Facts.
He gonna be wide open every time.
Facts.
Oh, and I ain't even gonna lie. I think I caught the ball with my face mask. Cause I ain't had no hands, so I ain't gonna lie. But I caught it on. It was like because my face mask fell, touchdown, won the game.
Eli Manning threw it.
But I gotta say, the one thing I do remember in college is I went to Macon.
Oh, Randolph.
Playing Hampton Sydney.
Yeah.
Bro, that's clean, old fashioned hate, bro. Yeah, I ain't never got off a bus and got cussed out. We getting off the bus and hit the field, and you just hear people, fuck Macon. We gonna kick y'all out. I'm like, God damn. I was like, this ain't number D3 football. This
Yeah. I think for me, I got two. The first time I ever dunked a basketball was during a game against Patrick Henry. I was playing for Tucker. And dude named Jordan shot it off the wing, and I came straight down the middle. And the guy right there jumped. We both jumped. I caught the jump one hand, put back, yelled at him, screamed at him, got the tech. Coach pulled me out. I was like, they fuck that. I don't care. I just dunked on this nigga, bro. Like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely one of my highlights. And then Deron Ferguson, when we was at Glen Lee, this was during practice. He came around on a sweep, and I read the jump and came off beat the tackle, came around, cracked him. He was like, oh, he was like, bro, that was alright. Yeah, that was alright. I was like, yeah, nigga, like I got you. You know what I'm saying? You one of the fastest niggas out here, nigga. You can't, you know what I'm saying? So those was probably like two of the most like memorable moments for me, like coming up playing. I would say for me, for sure.
That's alright.
You got one?
Yeah, got plenty.
What you got?
Y'all might know a nigga named Vince Carter. He tried to dunk on me. Two hands put the dunk on the backboard.
That's your man's, bro. That's your man's.
Let's get about it.
Now I got a true story though. One time I tackled a nigga, all his clothes came off. He was naked. He was naked.
Sports podcast, bro.
Alright, man, that's the impact of power.
Keep it PG on that joke, bro. Like, oh man, you gonna get flagged for that?
Shit, we gotta do it for the Illuminati.
We gonna get flagged for that joke, bro. Oh man, well shit, man.
How y'all feel about the mamas wearing them leggings before we get out of here? Do that bother y'all? Y'all can keep coaching. Do y'all think they should put on better clothes?
I think leggings was one of the best inventions. To the history, man. It's a better invention than peanut butter.
Oh my god.
When they get yourself some more playing time, like, you know what I mean?
I feel leggings and peanut butter.
One thing I do know, the mamas today is not the mamas from our day.
Oh no.
Can we all agree?
Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah. That's a fact.
And shout out to the mamas that's there for their kids.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I see a lot more mamas at the game than when I was little. I used to see straight daddies and stuff. I didn't really see mamas. Mamas came to the game. But mamas be at practice now, like, oh, they at practice now?
Yeah.
I'd have been in this coaching game a long time, bro. The moments come, I go the other way.
Got to, bro.
Mamas ain't playing either.
Got to.
I heard baby. What?
Yeah.
But sometimes I got some mamas that go harder than some of the dads. They out there like, what type of soft ass shit was that? You get out there next time you do that again, you ain't playing football no more. The mama.
That was my mom.
And I'm like,
no.
damn right, mom. You heard it.
No doubt. That was definitely my mom.
Thank you, mom. I appreciate it. She like, yeah, I ain't get that
to.
soft shit. So I mean, shout out to the moms. Right?
Definitely. Got
ones
to.
that's bringing that energy.
Facts.
Well, shit, man. I think that's our topics right now for the day, bro. We're going to wrap this up, man. It was a pleasure having both of y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Spreading y'all knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Some good laughs, some memories. You know what I'm saying?
Give your names again.
Yeah. So your names, where you coach, where they can follow you at, all that, man.
Coach J, you can find me at Chambo. all year. Football, basketball, baseball. What is my Instagram name? The Real Coach J.
What's that?
Will.
That's real,
The
yeah.
Real Coach J. Will on Instagram. I don't really be on there, but I mean, you can follow me.
Corey Trueblood, they call me Coach True. Coach with Glenn Lee, 8U this year. Be coaching in the fall. We're going back to states right now. Currently coaching with the Richmond Iron Horses, professional arena team. So and you can find me at the Bull Blood on IG.
Yeah. Well, again, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, follow the guests as well. I'm G.
D.
23-3, man. We out.
And please come back when y'all feel like it.
It's the Leaf, fool.
That's what I'm talking about.
3-1 leads. You've lost the most 3-1 leads in NBA history.
But we like playing basketball and football more. We just did.